Right, okay, hi. We're going to talk here about something that's really, really important that you learn and you listen to this. Um, when most people get involved in a network marketing business, yeah, they get pretty excited. They get really enthusiastic. Maybe they go home and start talking to their spouse, start talking to their family and friends they know. And the thing is, they probably end up saying too much. Because of their excitement, ignorance on fire, whatever you want to call it, then yeah, they will approach a lot of people because they're really excited about it. But to be honest with you, that's the worst thing to do, and you really shouldn't do it. So it's important that you watch this video so you don't make that mistake. Because when you do talk to them, most of them, if not all of them, are going to either say they're not interested, or shut up, what do you want, or have you lost a plot, or whatever. Okay, they're going to say no, thanks. And the truth is, you have to ask yourself, why are people saying no, or why they're saying they're not interested? Well, is it the products? Well, no, it can't be the products. Firstly, because the products are really effective, over 1 million customers, and if the products weren't effective and weren't good, then we wouldn't have over 1 million customers. So no, it's not the products. Is it the company? Well, no, the company is 16 years old, 17 years old as I make this video. It trades on NASDAQ. It's extremely financially secure. The support and everything else is incredible. So no, it can't be the company. It is you. And it's not so much your enthusiasm, your excitement, your facial expressions, your body language. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with what it is you are saying to these people. And if you want to avoid rejection, then you have to learn what it is that you have to say to these people, so that firstly you can create curiosity, and secondly, so that no one ever rejects you. Okay, now I think you agree that, if you can learn this and you can start saying this to a few people, no one's going to say no, no one's going to say they're not interested. In fact, most of them are going to be curious and want to find out more. Okay, now there are very simply 4 words that you need to learn. And for some people, yeah, maybe it's difficult. I just found out they're the 4 words that you need to learn. Okay, they changed everything for me with regards to this particular industry, because I was going around in circles at one time. And then when I found this out and I started using it, it was a long time ago, things did change around. Let me give you an example here. If you're with someone and you're having a conversation, they say, how you doing and everything else, you just say, well, I just found out how you can look 10 years younger within 30 minutes and without cosmetic surgery. If you want to find out how, let me know and I'll get some information to you. So anyway, how's life treating you? It's important you understand here that firstly you're generating curiosity by when you say, hey, I just found out how you can look 10 years younger. Now, obviously, if you're going to say that to a teenager, it's not going to work. All right, so you have to be very careful about that. So if you're talking to someone that's 20, 25 years old, then yeah, okay, it's not going to work with regards to that. So you have to pick and choose who you say this to. But you've generated the curiosity. I just found out how you can look 10 years younger within 30 minutes and without cosmetic surgery. That generates curiosity. It looks like you're about to give it to them, and all of a sudden at the end of it you say, so anyway, how's life treating you? And you take it away from them. Firstly, not only do you take it away, but secondly, you're taking away any possibility of rejection from that person. Okay, because if they're not interested, they'll carry on talking and talk about life itself. If they are interested and you generated enough curiosity, they'll say to you, well, what do you mean? How can you look 10 years younger within 30 minutes? Yeah, so that's important. And how you answer that, we'll talk about in another video. Excuse me. The next one here is, I just found out how some people are overcoming major illnesses with something called stem cell renewal. If you want to find out more, let me know and I'll get some information to you. So anyway, can you pass the salt, please? Now, in this particular occasion, you could use that end phrase there, so can you pass the salt, please? If, for example, you're sitting around a dinner table with family, friends, or in a restaurant or whatever, again, you're generating a curiosity, especially if you know that someone having health issues or health problems, then you could actually, bring that into the conversation. But again, because you're changing the subject right at the end, you're taking it away. If someone's not interested, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to pass the salt to you, or they might pass you the salt and say, what's this thing called stem cell renewal then? Yeah, okay, so that's important for you to understand. Here's the next one. I just found out how some people make more money part-time than they do in their full-time job. If you want to find out how they do that, let me know and I'll send over some information to you. So how are the kids getting on in school? Yeah, obviously, if you're going to use that, so how the kids get on in school, you need to make sure that the person you're talking to does have kids in school. Otherwise, it's a complete waste of time and it sounds stupid. So it's important for you to understand who it is that you're talking to, especially if you know them. I'll talk in a minute about how you can get them to talk about the problems they do have, so therefore you can target those problems. But it's important if you know someone that has been talking to you, they're working 2 jobs, working 3 jobs, or they're really struggling, or they hate their job or whatever, then you can just turn around and say, hey, I just found out how some people make more money part-time than they do in their full-time job. Now, if they're seriously into wanting to find out how to make more money, then they're going to say, well, what's all that about then? Please tell me, I need to find out more, okay? But you've changed the subject at the end, so it gives the impression that you don't really care, which is great because, firstly, that means they're not going to reject you, which is important to understand. And secondly, when they do talk to you and ask for more information, then that's when we get on to the next phase, which will be in the next video, which is underneath this one. Okay, so it's important to understand that by changing the subject at the end of the sentence, what it does, it removes the rejection factor 100%, and it's really, really important that you do that. Now, how do you get people to start telling you their problems so that you can then target those problems? Well, the first thing to understand is you've got to stop trying to be interesting and start being interested. Okay, now if you're having a conversation with someone that you know, just turn around and say, how's everything going? Any problems going on at the moment? Or, what's the 2 biggest problems that you have in your life right now? And trust me, people will tell you if they like you and they know you. Then they start talking about their problems. It could be a health issue they're having, maybe with a bad back or hip replacement, or having problems with their knee, or they've got indigestion problems, or they may have bronchitis, or it could be anything with regards to their health. It could also be with their work, the fact that they're fed up with their work. They're fed up with commuting every day for an hour in the morning, an hour at night, and spending more time at work than they do at home. It could be anything to do with that. But once they then actually make a pause with regards to talking about their problems, and trust me, people will talk about their problems. They love to talk about their problems. Then you just simply jump in and say, well, look, are you interested in trying to do something about that? If they're fed up with their job, or they're fed up with traveling, commuting, or they're not earning enough money, they'd be looked over again for a promotion. Just say, well, look, are you interested in trying to do something about that? Okay, and then they're going to say, well, what do you mean? Yeah, and then you go back and you say, well, I just found out how some people make more money part-time than they do in their full-time job. Now, if you want to find out how to do that, let me know. I'll get some information to you. Okay, now, someone's not going to reject you. I mean, a lot of people do talk about problems that they have, and chances are that many of them, or most of them, are not really going to do anything about it. Yeah, that's just a fact of life. But if you ask people about their problems, just in normal conversation, and then when you find out what that problem is, whether it's regarding their health, whether it's regarding their work, their job, it could be relationships or whatever, you simply jump in and say, well, look, are you interested in trying to do something about that? And then you revert back to, well, I just found out how, etc. Okay, it's important for you to learn this. You need to practice it and practice it and practice it. Yeah, you can stand in front of the mirror and practice it if you want. That's your decision. I would just simply suggest write down the names and addresses of people that, not so much the addresses, just write down the names of the people that you know, the people that you believe would be interested in either the health side of this, or in the cosmetic side of this with regards to the beauty or the lifestyle side of this, but also people that you think will be interested in the part-time business or starting the part-time business with NHT Global as well, and then categorize those people so that when you do approach them and talk to them, just make a normal conversation and then just come in with the fact that, hey, I just found out, etc., etc. Or if someone says to you, what are you doing now? What are you doing to make money? Have you changed your jobs? And you say, well, actually, I just found out that some people make more money part-time than they do in their full-time job. That's what I'm trying to do. If you want to find out how they do that, let me know, and I'll send some information to you. It's important to learn that, because the last thing that we want is for you to suffer rejection, because it is demoralizing. You will lose enthusiasm. You will begin to doubt not just the company, not just the products, but the biggest problem is you will start to doubt yourself. And that's really not going to help in any way, shape or form, regardless of how good the products are, and regardless of how much money you can make, etc., etc. So please take the time to learn this. This is why I've put it onto videos, so that you can pause the video, sit down and write them. Come up with your own ones. That's really important. Come up with your own ones and think about people that you know, and come up with regards from all the different products that we have there. We've got products that may be able to help people with arthritis and rheumatism. We've got people that can help with products that can help with indigestion problems or anything else like that, sleeping problems or stamina problems or recovery. Everything is there for you. So all you need to do is think about the major benefits that the products have, and then formulate your own particular sentence around that by using the 4 words there. I just found out. And then obviously the rest of it to go there. It's important though that you do understand that at the end of the paragraph, you change the subject completely. When you do that, you will never be rejected by anyone.